You are not a camel, but by the end of this video, you might not be so sure. The story goes like this. A hare comes sprinting out of town, bounding through the forest, until he is stopped by a wolf. And the wolf asks the hare, "Hey, what are you running from?" Now the hare, completely breathless, takes a moment and gathers himself and finally answers, "They're rounding up camels to be castrated in town." The wolf is puzzled and says, "You're not a camel." To which the hare replies, "You just try to prove that after you've been rounded up and castrated." So in our story, the hare is terrified of being mistaken for a camel. And this seems absurd, but if you think about it, the underlying meaning here is that perception is reality. What other people think of you is how they will act. And if you live in a way that people may think you're a hare or they may think you're a camel, you might get mistaken for being something you're not. And you might end up with your balls cut off as a result. So if you don't want to find yourself in a position with your balls cut off, you need to live in a way that people perceive you as you want them to perceive you. And therefore they act and respond to you in a way that you want them to act and respond, in a way that's going to enable you to thrive. And you won't find yourself in a situation where you're fleeing out of town to face the dangers of the forest alone. Because the next part of that story that nobody ever says, nobody ever explains, is that it ends with the wolf getting an easy meal.